What is going on, everybody? Valkorian back today with another video. It's going to be not a different video. It's going to be what I've done before. But I wanted to go over the Aksomati Prime one more time. I've made a video on this before, but this time I've changed it up a little bit, and I actually took it against the terror list. Well, actually, all three of them, but we're going to get into that in a second. It's a little bit different than what I've had before. If you haven't seen that video, go watch it. I kind of discussed this Riven and why I really enjoy it, and the cool things about Aksomati Prime and the cool things about this Riven. But I did have to change, I did have to format out the two Vs for two dashes for Prime Heated Charge and Convulsion, which sucked a little bit, which means that if I want to go back to my original build, I gotta put two more form on here, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. Anything for the video, right? I guess, whatever. Pretty much it's just a very generic crit build with radiation, obviously, for the eidolon. Not a lot of radiation being pumped out, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. Standard Rhino setup. I use Rhino because of the iron skin and because of the buff, so I get both there. That way I'm not getting knocked about all over the place like you'll see in the later footage, because I was really just not with it for that fight. I kept messing things up, and I guess it's just been a while since I've done one that it just, yeah, it is what it is. Hopefully the next one will be better. But the reason why I wanted to make this video about Aksomati Prime, and then I'll discuss why I don't like Aksomati Prime for the terror list, is because I really like these secondary. I really like using secondary weapons against the terror list. Well, all three of them basically. I like the idea behind it, and it helps if you're running. Let's say you're in a group and you're running. I don't know. Let's just say Vectus, or not Vectus. Let's say you're starting out and you're running Vectus because you don't have a Lanka and you don't have a Lanka Riven, yada yada yada. You don't have a Rubico, you don't have a Rubico Riven, but you have a Vectus, and maybe you have a Vectus Riven or something along those lines. And let's say you're like almost there, but you're not quite there. Sometimes it really is easier just to swap in and just shoot it. So having a good backup heavy crit secondary is kind of cool, to be able to just go, oh, that's easy, bop, and then done. Or let's say you're running with a group that you guys don't really run eidolons all that much all the time, and you don't really want to have to worry about going and getting a Riven or doing whatever. You can just use the secondary. Now, my recommendation for a secondary would not be the Aksomati Prime. I'm gonna be honest, I burned so much ammo. So much ammo. I needed ammo pads to the whole thing, because it took about 3 mags or so per limb, and when you get into the later two, it just fucking sucks. Guns that I would recommend are the heavy hitters, so the euphona Prime. Especially if you have a Riven for it. I picked up a euphona Prime Riven, but I need to roll it, so that's going to be coming soon. The Nell, or the Nell Prime, I don't have the Nell Prime yet. I imagine would be pretty good. Magnus Prime is alright. It does hit a little bit harder than the Aksomati Prime. To me, that's obvious, but to a lot of people, that's not all that obvious. And the Piranha Prime and the Sicarus Prime. I've done the Sicarus Prime even without a Riven. It still can hold up pretty good. But the Piranha Prime, if you have a Riven for it, and even if it's not a great Riven, it'll still put in some work. Now, Riven dispositions do change over time. So the nice part about using secondaries to hunt eidolons, in my opinion, is you can have Rivens for all these different guns, and they're not expensive. I bought a euphona prime ribbon for, or euphona ribbon for 20 plat. That's not that much. That I just was like, oh, okay, yeah, I'm looking for a crap one, and the guy was like, yeah, here's this one, 20 plat. I'm like, okay, cool. That's the nice part. So if ribbon dispositions change, if something happens, if a gun gets nerfed, you can go, oh, okay. Let's see, euphona prime right now is a 3. Obviously, that's not a great ribbon. Meant to go to equip. But then you go to, let's see here, Pyrana Prime. Let's say you run a Pyrana Prime all the time. Ribbon disposition of 1. Well, that sucks. So you're not going to be getting as much damage. Well, euphona Prime. Or whatever you want. And doing, to me, at least doing that, is cheaper than having even a really good Vectis ribbon or a really good Lenka or a really good Rubico. Now, if you can get your hands on a really good Vectis, Rubico, Lenka, you know, any of the snipers, any of those ribbons, then yes, obviously using a secondary is only for the memes. But until then, it's something to consider. And for a gun like the euphona, I have seen the euphona one-shot the limbs to where sometimes it takes a few shots with either the Vectis or the Lenka or the whatever. That's just my opinion. Anyway, I'm going to shut up now. I'm going to roll into the actual...
Sentient energy slide in your area. I advise you to be careful. Those devices draw energy from all ballists. Make use of them. Next, you attempt to take control of it. To secure and deploy additional eidolon rules. I advise falling.
If you guys enjoyed watching this video, please leave a like. You know, if you thought it was stupid, then I don't know, tell me about it, I guess. If you want to see something different, something that I haven't done before, please let me know. I'm always searching for ideas for new content, especially as a burgeoning content creator. Anyway, I will catch you guys in the next one.